discussing a topic that is a topic that I'm very passionate about, and it is teen abuse and relationships. Earlier we were talking with Kayla and John about the abusive relationship that they are in. And I want to go to you, John. Do you ever blame Kayla for you being abusive to her?
See, in the essence of that, I don't really blame her, but I do sometimes accredit her. I feel that if sometimes she wouldn't get under my skin as much and has pushed me as much as she does, that we wouldn't get into like the conflicts we do. But I do also blame myself. I know a lot of it is my fault. I mean,
so tell me the part that's her fault. You said when she gets under your skin. Tell me what that means.
Basically when we start arguing and she just nags it on, like I will try to let it go, but then sometimes she tries to let it go and I nag it on also. I mean, I'm definitely not going to sit here and blame her because there's no excuse for me touching her, me laying my hands on her.
So what's the difference between blaming and accrediting in your head?
Good point.
Okay. You're trying to be a lawyer in a court and trying to change words around. One thing you said, you told my producers that you're different than Chris Brown. Explain to me what that meant.
I believe I'm different from him because I can't see like any troubles he would have. Why would he do the stuff he did? You know, he has everything going for him, and I feel like I'm nothing. I'm a nobody.
What do you mean you're nothing?
I feel like she can find better than me. I feel like she wants to find better than me, and I don't want to lose her. She's the best thing I've ever had. You know, she's my angel. She's the reason for me to get up and, you know, take that breath every morning. I love her with all of my heart, and I want to marry that girl.
So you want to marry her, and you love her. You're scared you're going to lose her,
yes,
and so you beat her and hit her so that she won't leave.
No.
Yes. Yes. And let me tell you why it's yes. The ex that I was with, he told me, and he wasn't really referring to me, he was referring to exes, but he told me that when he gets a new girl, because he likes, you know, successful girls, doesn't have to be famous, and he was not famous, by the way, everybody. He was not famous, and everybody's like, ooh, which famous? He's not famous. I've dated a lot of guys that aren't famous. He told me that he likes to break a girl down to get her to stay. And can you believe he actually told me this, and I still stayed? So that is what you are doing. You are actually treating her bad so that she will stay, because she is a vulnerable person with low self-esteem, and you know that that feeds her, and that will feed her to stay with you. And you said that Chris Brown is perfect, and he's this, and he has everything. Did you see the clip when he said that he wet his bed?
Yeah.
That's not perfect.
I know.
That's somebody that's a victim that has gone through a lot.
Yes, ma'am.
You can't look at him as being different than you, or it's not okay for him to hit a girl, but it's okay for you because he has everything and you don't have the money that he has or the success that he has. There's no excuse for that. Okay? Now, your friends are here. Okay, let's see. You're Megan, right? Mm-hmm. And you're Kayla's best friend.
Yes, I am.
I know that you say that, yes, he is physically abusive, but it's not just physical.
It's also emotional.
Emotional. What types of things does he do that's emotional?
Calls her names, like, constantly. Like, bitch, slut, whore, cheater, everything.
And what does it make you feel like as her friend, watching your friend go through that?
It upsets me a lot to make her go through this, because she's like my best friend all over.
What do you want to tell her right now?
You shouldn't have to go through this because you deserve better than being fought with and arguing all the time and getting called names like that.
And Bobby, you are John's best friend. I like that we have both best friends. So you have a little guilt with this whole situation, with their relationship. Why are you guilty?
Because I introduced them too.
Because you introduced them.
Yeah. And sometimes I feel like when they fight that it was my fault for getting them together, and they wouldn't be in this situation if I hadn't introduced them.
You know what? The sad thing is, they would be in this situation just with somebody else, right? It's not your fault. Do you understand that? Mm-hmm. That he has his insecurities and issues, so if it wasn't Kayla, it'd be somebody else, and Kayla has her insecurities and issues, and if it wasn't John, it'd be somebody else. All right? That's not your fault. You were trying to do the hookup and be Cupid, you know, which is not a bad thing. I know there's one thing. You haven't had the courage to say something to your friend.
Right.
What do you want to tell him today?
I think that Kayla needs to be treated better, and you need to step up and treat her like a princess, like she deserves. Like, she's a woman. And that she's your future, and if you stick with her, I think you guys could go a long way.
We'll be right back.
The Tyra Show website got a makeover. There's new features for beauty and fashions and
We're discussing teens and abusive relationships. John, you were very emotional during the commercial. Tell me what's going through your head right now.
I just regret everything that's, went on between us. I regret all the fights and everything, and I don't know what I could do to change it, but to change myself. But I know that if I do change myself, I'm going to need her help, and I'm going to need her to bear with me. And, everything my friends said, her friend said, it's the truth, and it just made me look back like, wow, like, the girl I love more than anything, once again, why am I treating her the way I am?
Yeah,
I just never stopped and looked.
That you need help and need to help yourself. That's very big of you to say that, because that's true. That is true. And we're going to talk about help and how to get you that help at the end of the show, okay? I think you're becoming a man before my very eyes. You are. Isn't he, you guys? Yeah. Now, he wants change, and that's what we're about to see right now, because earlier in the season, we met a teen girl named Leanne, and she was being abused by her boyfriend, Edwin. And Edwin was angry. I remember Edwin on this stage. I felt his anger. Check it out.
I pushed him away from me because he was really close to me, so I was like, can you move back, away from me? And I kind of like went like this, like move, and he was like, do it again, and I did it again, and then he punched me in my face.
He punched you in your face? How many times did he punch you in your face?
4 times.
4 times. So, you guys are back. Where are you at in your relationship right now with Edwin? Edwin's face, by the way, looks like a totally different face than it was here before. Edwin, the last time you were on this stage, your hands were gripped like this, and you were shaking. You remember. So you tell me, where's your relationship now?
Truthfully, as of right now, me and Leanne, things are really getting better. We worked through our problems, more of going to jump into trying to fight or argue, and we try to solve the stuff we do before any of that, and we try to make stuff a little better. Yeah, we talk more.
You talk more. When you saw yourself on TV, and she was saying he punched you, and that you punched her in the face and all that, what were you thinking when you were watching yourself on TV?
I was kind of disappointed in myself.
Disappointed in yourself.
Because my actions, it shows who I am, truthfully. And I don't want people seeing that I'm a bad person or something. I just beating on my girlfriend or something, but that's not me.
So what advice can you give John right now? Because John is in the predicament that you were in. Has he hit you again?
No.
Since the show? He has not?
No.
No. All right. So what can you tell John, man to man, Edwin to John?
Man to man, John, truthfully, you need to just treat your girl right. Don't hit your girl. Don't do any of that, because it's really not a reason to. You don't need to go to that point. If you mad, walk it off. Go do something else. Don't touch your girl. Don't do that, because you're going to mess yourself up.
Now, that's what you're doing now, Edwin. When you get mad, you walk away.
Yeah.
But that's making you feel what? Now, when he walks
ignores
away.
me. He'll walk in the other room, sit in the other room probably like an hour until he calms down. Then he'll come back and, try to talk like nothing happened. But, when I feel like he walks away, it's like, okay, we just got an argument. That's it? That's all?
So would you prefer he pushed you a little bit and shook you and gave you some attention? A little bit? Because it's attention, maybe? No?
No. It's like, okay, you're just going to walk away and, we're arguing over something. It's like, I feel like it's not solved.
Okay.
What we're arguing about is not solved.
But it's a lot better than him punching you in the face in the woods. Right? Okay. We'll be right back.